house rent, electricity, heater, gas, phone, internet, and there's never been a day when the light goes off. Hello you guys. Hello. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my 5 years experience living in Germany. You guys, it just feels like yesterday that I came to this country. It's been 5 years already. I myself, I can't imagine that it's already 5 years. Like, where did time go to? Where exactly did time go to?
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead.
So yeah, let me take you all through on my 5 years journey in Germany. It has not been an easy journey, I will not lie. It has been a tough one. There have been a lot of ups and downs. There have been a lot of lows and highs. But so far, I'm so grateful. I'm thankful to God that I'm still healthy. I'm still able to, just face life as it comes and just follow the challenges as they come my way. Seriously, God has been faithful. There are times I'll get into situations and I'll feel like it's the end of the world for me. And before I know it, I don't even know how He does it. But He always does His things and I'll find myself out of it. 5 years in Germany. First of all, why did I move to Germany? Or why did I choose to move to Germany? I chose to move to Germany because my husband was already in Germany, so there was nowhere else for me to move to other than coming to join him, of course. I came to Germany through the study visa route. So first of all, I was refused the visa at the first application. So you guys, this is where some people usually get cigarettes here. It's very easy, just like I'm not a smoker. I would have demonstrated to you how we get cigarettes. But this is a typical cigarette box. So you can just come here at any time in the day, in the night, whatever hour you feel like smoking, and just come here and get your cigarette and go ahead and smoke. So back to our conversation. So I moved to Germany through the study visa route. First of all, I was refused my visa the first time I applied, and the second time I did apply, I got the visa. That's a story for another day, why my visa was refused. I came with a master's program. And the master's program was for me to come and study. I can't even remember the name of this course. But yeah, my program was in Flensburg, a very beautiful city, so to speak. But then it's too cold over there because it's in the north. I came to Germany I landed in Hamburg and then moved over to Flensburg. While I was in Flensburg, I started looking for schools. I had to start, looking for something else because you guys, that course was not for me. Have you ever been in the situation where you go to school and the teacher is teaching and I can tell you don't understand anything? Like, it was just all about German politics. Yeah, this is the name of the course, European Studies. It's European Studies that I got admission in at University of Flensburg. So this course was not for me. Like, everything was politics and I'm not the girl who's into politics. I'm not a political somebody. So it was definitely something not for me. I thought I could manage, but just by the first semester, I was already so tired and all. So I had to I was already feeling frustrated and I had to, look for something else. I would have wasted my years there. At the end of it all, nothing will come out of it. So yeah, thankfully I have good results. So I applied for an admission in another school and I got a placement in Bayern, where my husband is. Then I had to move over to Bayern. And when I got there, I got enrolled in this course, International Social Work with Refugees and Migrants. And that course is superb for me. I did it. This program is a 1.5 year program, but you have 3 years time for you to complete it. Fortunately enough for me, during the time when I was studying, I don't know if I should say fortunately or unfortunately, Corona came, and it was now, because of Corona, we had the option of studying longer than the required semesters we had. So I ended up doing this program for 3 years. I actually finished my coursework in the 3 semesters, but the remaining semesters I was just prolonging while doing my master's thesis. So yeah, long story short, I finished the course, and when I graduated from the course, I was fortunate to get a job as a social worker with a very renowned organization, and I've worked there for a year. And unfortunately, my time at the company had to end, so I'm no longer working with this organization. At the moment, I'm looking for a job. I am jobless. Yes, I am jobless. That's I brought for you. So I'm currently job hunting. I know for sure that I'm going to get something. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, that's the reality. Life in Germany, what has been some of my challenges so far? One of my challenge has been, it was not easy getting this job that I'm working in. It was very, very tough. But then I was fortunate, or let me just say God gave it to me. I got this job, and yeah, boom, they gave me a 1-year contract, and I worked. My contract is over. Now I'm back in the job search something, and it has not been easy. Job hunting is very, very exhausting, and it's not easy, but I'm sure something is definitely going to come out of it. I know I'm going to get another job. So this is one problem that we face as foreigners here, because you cannot speak, you don't have a good command of the language. Sometimes our ability is judged by how we can speak, not by what you can do. And just by the fact that you cannot speak like a native, it's already like a disability for us, because most of the times these people tend to see us like we are not too intelligent just because we cannot speak their language to the level of a native. But of course, we are trying. What else can we do? We can only try to speak to the level at which we can. So yeah, so far it has not been easy, but we are navigating and things are going well. If you're coming to Germany, if you're planning to come to Germany, the biggest advice I can give to you is to do well to learn your German language. If you have a good command of this language, there's no job you cannot do after school. There are ample opportunities that you can explore, but the only thing that will keep you away from it is if you cannot speak good German. And so if you want to give yourself another advantage to be at the forefront, you are already a foreigner in this land. The only thing that will distinguish you is the fact that first, you have your qualification. Secondly, you can speak like a native, even if not like a native, but at least you can speak very well. And yeah, as long as you have these two qualities, then you can go for whatever job interview, and I can assure you that securing a job for yourself is not going to be something so tough. It's definitely something that is definitely going to work out. That one I can assure you. So yeah, that's something you should look out for. Make sure you learn your German language before moving over to Germany, because life here without a language is very, very tough. I wouldn't lie to you. It is tough. So do yourself a favor and not get into this stress of looking for not get into this stress of finding your livelihood, and at the same time you're struggling with the language. It's not easy to navigate. So in order for you guys, we have scooter here. This is something that people usually rent, and it just takes you around, since everywhere we walk on is tarred. So you can just rent this scooter, and it takes you to wherever you're going to. When you get to your destination, you can leave it there, clock out, and another person will clock in and take it, and just like that. That's something that we have in Germany that is about mobility. Do you use scooter in your country? Let me know in the comment section. So back to our gist. If I was going to be given the opportunity to come back to Germany, will I do it? The answer is a yes for me. It's a big yes. Coming to this country has changed my life in so many ways that I cannot even start to explain. Like the changes are very visible, and I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful. It's not easy, but then it's far more better than had it been I had to stay in Cameroon. If you are planning of moving over and you're considering, I don't know, we all have different situations. Depending on the situation, you're going to decide which route So moving abroad, your route is a very big determining factor on how your life is going to go over here. And also the person that is going to receive you in this country plays a big role on how your life is going to go in terms of integration, because sometimes the people that get to receive people over here, sometimes they are not aware of certain laws or certain pathways or certain options that you can explore as a newcomer in this land, and you tend to find yourself in trouble. You guys, look at the leaves are falling off. It's autumn here. Very soon you are getting into winter, so the leaves are already falling off in preparation of snow. Snow will soon be here. As I was saying, before you move over to Germany, do well to do your research and be very sure and be very convinced. So for the German food, I won't even lie, I am not someone that easily switches. Like, I can just switch and start eating something new. It has been so difficult for me to eat the German food. It has really been so difficult. But then sometimes I try it. I eat a little bit, but to say I really enjoy it, I'm not 100% sure on that. I can say I enjoy it like 60% here, but 100% is a no. Most times when I go out to restaurants to eat, I mostly eat Indian food, Asian food. I don't eat too much of German food. So if you're coming over as an African and you're somebody who like African food too much, for you to, in this process where you're trying to adapt to eating a new food, make sure you bring enough African food items so that when you come here, in that process of trying to eat a new meal, you're going to be, eating your own food alongside trying the new dishes that you're going to find here. Because trust me, diverting or switching immediately is very hard. It's easier when you are doing it alongside another meal. So some of the culture shocks I have here in Germany, especially when I just came, I was surprised when I get to see an African person on the way and I will greet hello. I will already smile. I want to greet. When you see your African brothers, they'll snub at you. So when you come here, before you start shining your teeth to think that you're seeing your brother and you just want to already connect, it's not that easy to just connect because somebody is the same color with you. Most of the times people are not that friendly to just want to connect like that unless they know you somewhere, or maybe you might meet somebody that is nice, who is open to knowing new persons. And look at how we transport cars in Germany. So when you want to buy a car, you get a car like this and they help you to transport it. Connecting with new persons, you have to make sure that you're not trying to force yourself to connect with someone. Make sure the connection is coming from both ways. Don't force it. So this is our city bus. This is how it looks like. And here, if you want to cross the road, the light must be showing green before you cross. I just crossed now, it was green. Now it has changed to red. That means the other cars can go. For some of these German people have tattoos all over their bodies. Like, it's not something that is it's normal for them to have tattoos all over. So if you see somebody on the way with too many tattoos and too many piercings, you see somebody, they have piercings all over their face and even on their bodies. Like, it's normal for them. And also here, children don't call elders by saying brother this or sister this or uncle. Let me say Uncle Peter, Uncle Paul, Brother Paul. There's nothing like that. They call people by their name. So when you come here and a small child is calling you by your name, don't be surprised. It's okay here for a child to call you by your name. Even your professors in school, you can call them by their name. You must not use professor this. You can just call their names. It's very okay here in Germany. So those are some of the cultural shocks I can remember at the moment, but then I know I'm going to make an exclusive video explaining all the cultural shocks I have here. Also here, you guys, the electricity never goes off. I've been here in this country for 5 years and there's never been a day when the light goes off. The light has been there 24/7. Unlike us in our different African countries, I don't know which African country you are in. I don't know how your situation is, but for us in Cameroon, we can stay for a week, we can go for days without light. But here in Germany, it has never happened. Like, never for once has the light even peeped to go off. There has been constant electricity all through. And also they have good roads. The transportation system is sophisticated. They have buses to take you all around the city. They have trains to take you also to neighboring cities. They have trams that takes you around the city, and they have private cars, they have scooters, they have bicycles, they have a lot that you can use as a means of transportation, so that your movement around the city and intercity and even traveling to another country, to a nearby country, is very, very easy. You can just go to a nearby country with a bus or with a train or with your private car. So you can see how easy it is. It's not as complicated as it is for us back home. If you have to travel to another country, you'll be spending days on the way. But here, if you have to travel, let me say, a nearby country to us we have Denmark, which is a nearby country to us. If you want to go to Denmark, you can just put fuel in your car and drive there. Within the same day you are getting to Denmark, you'll be in Denmark. Or you can just book a flight, and within the next few hours you are in a new country. Or you can take a bus and you go, or you take a train. So the transportation system is working so well. There's no challenge with it so far. It's been doing good so far. And also another thing in Germany that you have to take care of, or you have to be mindful of when you come to Germany, is the fact that with Germans, keeping to appointments is something that is very, very important for them. Germans don't joke with their appointments. If they give you an appointment to come at, let me say 10 a.m. in the morning, you have to make sure you are at the appointment like hello. Hello. She's so nice. She had to stop by. So if you have an appointment with any German company, whatever one it is, make sure you are at the appointment like at least 10 minutes to 5 minutes before the time that has been given to you. Don't go for an appointment, let me say you're going exactly on the time. The worst is to even go after the time that was given to you. That appointment can be cancelled. Yeah, you got me right. Here, keeping to time is very, very important. Don't just sit and just wake up and go to somewhere that you want to get something done, or you want to get a service. That's one culture shock I got here. I remember this day I wanted to go and apply for my health insurance card, and I was thinking that I could just go there and things would be done for me. I was like, no, madam, you need an appointment. So taking an appointment here is, you take appointments for virtually almost everything. To do your hair, to do your nails, to go somewhere for appointments at meetings, at schools, to go to basically most places you want to go to, you'll be needing an appointment. Even if you want to visit somebody, you cannot just sit and say, you just thought of someone. Let me say you have a friend in the city, and you just be thinking like, this is my friend. It's been long I didn't see her. Let me just move to her place. My sister, you'll be shocked that when you get there, she will not be there. Or even if she'll be there, you might be ringing at that bell and nobody's answering, because for us here in Germany, we have bells on the door where you have to click before you get into somebody's house. So if you take your time and you go there and she is not there, look at dogs. Here's another thing here in Germany. Most people have dogs, and cats are pets for most Germans. They love it so much. So sometimes when I tell them we eat dogs and cats in Cameroon, they'll be like, what? How can you be eating dogs? It's not fair. I'm like, yeah, but that's the reality. We do eat it. So yeah, back to our story. So you cannot just move into somebody's house. You cannot just go to somebody's house without informing them that you're coming. You must make sure you tell them ahead of time that you'll be coming, so that they know that you're coming, and you give them a time, and make sure you respect that time, because they might already allocate that time that you'll be there. And if you don't come on that time, you might not meet them at home. And if you come, let me say later, they might tell you they plan that you'll be here for the next 1-2 hours, and they have somewhere else to go to. So when you come here, do well to respect time, respect appointments, and just be punctual. That's what I can tell you. Be very, very punctual. It's going to help your life. Seriously, I don't even know what to say when it comes to bills. There are so many bills you have to pay in this country. You'll be working money, you will think that you have worked a lot, but once they start getting that money from your account, it's like you should just be crying, like, what did I do to you people? Your salary enter your account today, and the next day they start to deduct house rent, electricity, heater, gas, phone, internet. The things are going. If you took a contract for your phone, you're also paying for that. For your laptop, whatever thing you've signed, like, the bills are just too much. So if you're working, you'll be thinking, I'm making a lot of money. My sister, bills can kill somebody in this country. But lucky enough, there's a job to do in order to get that money to pay the bills. It's worse if you don't even have the job to do for you to pay that bill. At least it's better that we have jobs to do that will help us to pay these enormous bills we have to pay every month. You have to pay house rent, insurance, electricity, heating, phone, internet, SIM card. There's a lot. So the bills here are too many. So when you're coming, be ready for this. Be ready to work hard so that you can meet up with the demands. It's not easy. Coupled with pressure from back home, people will be writing you and be telling you their problems. I need this, I need that, and you'll be like in your head, I have my own problems here. Don't think that I'm here like this, I don't have problems. You have your own problems, but people back home don't understand. Most of the time they think that because you are abroad, you are automatically out of problems. They don't know that your own problems here is even more than the problem that they have. But what can you do? Just to listen. If it's something that you can help, you give a helping hand. If it's something that you cannot, what else can you do other than say, I'm sorry, I don't have. I would have loved to, but unfortunately, I am not in the capacity to do so because I have this and that I need to attend to. So, yeah, the responsibilities when you come abroad is too much. The worst is for somebody that needs to send money back home. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. But if you're here and you don't have the responsibility of sending money back home, then you are good to go. As you can see behind me, are you seeing those houses? This is the typical shape of German houses. This is how their houses are. Most German houses have these shapes. And look at that child is playing. That's the playing ground. And look at here, you guys. We have this. The state where I am now is Baden-Württemberg. Look at this. Are you seeing? Let me go in front so that you see it very well. See, we have this almost everywhere in the city. We have this water, and sometimes children come here and they play with the water on their bodies and all. So these people, they have a riding culture. They like to ride bicycles because riding a bicycle is just like you're doing sports, you know. So most of the time they tend to ride bicycles like the family. As you can see, all those people who just passed me by, they're actually just riding their bicycles and going back to their houses, or I don't know, wherever they are going to. Guys, look at the city. Let me show you this way as well. Look at that. There is TK Maxx. So I want us to go this way. So for the shopping culture here, you guys, we don't have this Okrika market that we have back home. Most shops here, you have to go into the shop and look for what you want and pay and get it. Nobody is coming to you and say my copy, or customer can't buy for me now, customer buy for me now. You just have to walk in. You see, that's a shop. That's Mueller. So they have already displayed everything on their shelves. All what you have to do is walk in, pick whatever you want to pick, and then you just pay, and you are good to go. So far, I hope you did enjoy this video. Yeah, you guys, and we also have something called public toilets. This is a toilet. Maybe I take you in and show you how some of our public toilets here look like. You don't pay anything to use it. You just basically go in. You see? Just come in. And this door is open. Let's go into this one. See how neat the public toilets are. This is a public toilet that we use for free. And it's looking is clean. You see? I think I've come to the end of this video. I've shared a lot. This video should be too long, longer than I expected, but then I had to share as much as I could so that somebody can understand how, yeah, living in Germany, it's not all rosy. But then if you ask me if I'm given the opportunity to come to Germany, will I still come back? Definitely the answer is yes. I will definitely come back to Germany, because for sure Germany is a great country and you can actually do a lot in this country as long as you respect the rules, you don't cause any problems, you don't get into trouble, you don't get into their bad book records. Trust me, your life here will be okay. Over there is our foreigners office. When you go there, that's where you come to do your city registration. That's Bürgeramt. That's the Bürgeramt in this city. And behind me is a church. I just wanted to see it. This is a church. So yeah, you guys, that's life in Germany for me. Like, that's my personal experience so far, how life has been for me here in Germany. It has not been easy, but definitely it is worth it so far. It is worth it. And thank you all so much for watching up to this point. If there's something you wanted me to share that I didn't share, you can draw my attention to it by dropping your comments down in the comment section. Do you see where I'm showing you now? The clock. That clock over there, there's a bell inside that long building. That's where you got that sound. Dun 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 dun. So these bells, they always ring this bell. I think every 1 hour you always hear this German alarm clock, these German bells. You always ring every 1 hour. You get the sound of the bell. I think it's helpful to for people to keep to time, because sometimes people are not really time conscious. But with the help of these city bells, I think it might be helpful for some people to keep to time. So far, you guys have shared a lot about my 5 years experience in Germany. If there's something you want me to talk about that I didn't talk, I know there are so many things I would have talked on, but I can't say everything in just a single video. So in the course of my more uploads coming on, I'm going to share more light on my journey in Germany. And yeah, that has been it for this video. I see you in my next one. It's a bye-bye from me now. Bye.